and welcome to another edition of Inspire. I am thrilled to have Katie Sevenants here today. Hello, Katie.
Good morning.
Katie
How
in
are you?
Colorado. Hello, hello. I'm great now that we are together. So, you have been with SeneGence since 2002.
It's a
20
long time.
a long time, 22 years. And the little that I know of you, you weren't even like into wearing makeup back then. So tell me, so how did you first get introduced to SeneGence?
It's funny because I worked for a cruise line. I'd been with the cruise line for 20 years, and I was helping my sister at a trade show selling furniture. Just standing around, and this trade show was really slow, like we've all experienced if you've ever been to one. Sometimes they're busy, sometimes they're not. Her booth was really slow, but we looked down the hallway and all these women were packed around this one booth. And my sister's like, just go wander around, check it out, see what's happening over there. And I went over and there were two women just going, oh my God, this is amazing. Look, it doesn't come off. And they were so excited. And I'm like, yeah, I don't even wear makeup. And I went back to my sister and she's like, oh my God, we need to go try it on. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And we went and tried it on.
And what is the line that they used on you that really actually, I think you even use it to this day?
Yeah, they call it pillow talk. And my upline, Lynn Couch, who's still a distributor, um, she's under Jerry Taylor Swift. It was Jerry and Lynn at this booth, and they were like, you need to go try this on, and then you and your sister go have lunch, and you'll be staring at each other like, look, it won't come off on your hamburger, it won't come off on your napkin, it's going to be there the whole time you eat lunch. And we're like, yeah, right, whatever. And at the time, I just wasn't that excited about lip color because I didn't wear it. I was presenting in front of hundreds of people all the time, but I'd be out in the sun and my makeup would smear off all over my white collar, starched white collar and all that. And so anyway, I wasn't that into makeup, but I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I'll play. So we went and had lunch, and that's exactly what we did. We stared at each other's lips the whole entire time. And I remember my first color was Dusty Rose. How can I remember that? And I can't remember someone's phone number. I don't know, but Dusty Rose was the color I tried on that day.
And you didn't even, make a purchase though, right?
No.
At that point. And it wasn't until fast forward a year later that your life essentially changed. The company you've been
Yes.
working with, right, went bankrupt. And then how did you think of SeneGence? What happened there?
Well, it was funny because I found the company was working with filed bankruptcy after September 11th. And I started working with another direct sales company, selling creative memories, scrapbooking, all the fun stuff. And I was lugging lots of stuff around with me. And I had a bad back, and it was like, this is a lot. But I knew the power of direct sales. I had been doing direct sales since 1990. So I knew the power of direct sales. And then I was like, do I go back to a job? Do I do this? Anyway, people I knew in my circle kept saying, you want a job? You want to work from home? You need to check out this new makeup company because this is they have a great commission and all that stuff. They have a great plan. So I started working for, I actually, I had taken the lady's card because I said someday I'll do a party. Never did anything. She didn't follow up with me, Lynn. And then I finally just found her card and I called her up and I said, all right, you probably don't remember me. I met you a year ago, but I'm interested in the business. Can I come talk to you about signing up? God, how much we wish we could find people like that now, right?
And the rest they say is history. So here we are, over 2 decades later.
That sounds horrible.
Unbelievable. Um, what is your favorite way to meet new customers 20 years later? What has changed in your business and what hasn't changed after 22 years?
Well, I started, as you pointed out so nicely, 2 decades ago before social media. And so I've learned to build relationships, and that's what I live by. I think now more than ever, I've realized also how many other women are just craving community. And so I, my goal is to get them in my makeup room, my glam room. And when I can meet women my goal is to just help them feel like it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be a lot of products. As we get over a certain age, less can be better as long as you're using good skincare. I'm involved in a lot of local networking groups as well as online groups, and I share my knowledge and I invite people, you know, sometimes there's groups out there where they say you can't promote, you can't promote. So I don't promote my business, but if somebody's asking for help, I'm like, especially if they're saying, oh, I'm over 50 now and my skin looks flaky and everything looks horrible on my skin. I'm like, I've been teaching makeup workshops and online tutorials for midlife women. Feel free to come and join us if you like. And that's how I've been adding people into my VIP group through that. I invite people local to come to my house and we do a little makeup session where I teach them. That's really been, and then word of mouth from there. But my goal is for my community to know if somebody needs advice on makeup or colors or technique, I'm their gal.
That's great. And Katie, I think here too is the consistency factor. Every single month, you're hosting an online workshop for skincare, and
Mhm.
every single month, you are having a makeup class, a group class where you include your team and people that you meet. So you're always inviting to something. You always have something going on. And I think that that consistency really lends itself to lots of your success, right?
Well, it helps because I don't have to think about it. I don't have to go, oh, let me get out my calendar and see when the next event is. Like I know I always have something to invite them to. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my makeup days in my workshop, in my glam room. Once a month is the makeup workshop. Now, it's not every month because there are some months where I'm off doing something else and my priority is my travel and my fun. But so but I love to have something on the calendar that I can, it's just come and join me. And it's really fun because I used to run a separate thing for my team and a separate thing for customers. But we're all learning. We all want to come together and learn. And I feel like it's been a big benefit for my customers to come and meet my team because we have so much fun together and we're always learning together. And I think my team enjoys that too. And they see that I'm the one bringing new people. So then it gives them permission. You know what? I have a friend who would love to do this too. And so, my house can hold probably 8 to 10 people now that there's no kids and dogs and all the chaos. So, we just have fun. And it's a great way for me to keep my community and my connections going as well.
Absolutely. What would you say is your all-time most favorite product?
Well, yeah, everyone says climate control, but I have a couple new ones that I've added that I was surprised. The Neotite eye serum, love that. And I never thought I'd be a tinted moisturizer girl, but I am for sure.
ACGM is
Love it.
where it's at. So, um, you've been in the business 22 years, as we've said. What are you looking forward to? Because, we talked earlier before we started recording, and you said, I'm even more excited than I have been in the past 22 years. Why?
Well, as I'm aging and my why has changed, my needs. I started because I needed that freedom and flexibility to work from home with 3 little kids. And now I'm realizing how many women over 50 don't have the connection anymore. They're just, they've spent all this time working for someone else, taking care of their family. Like they just don't know who they are anymore. And so I've taken beyond the makeup to helping teach confidence and live their next life with intention, live that next chapter with intention. And I've been speaking to groups of women. My goal is international speaker. I just met with someone earlier. She's going to connect to me. I'm like, I am on it about getting out there in the world, helping women, especially midlife women, realize that they get to choose how that next chapter looks and they can be anything they want. And through SeneGence, I've learned that I developed those skills through SeneGence, the personal development, the, beyond SeneGence in continuing my own education. And now I'm realizing how many people need that. And So as I'm turning 62 and starting my 22nd year, no, 61. God, give myself the time. I'll be 61 next month. And my anniversary with SeneGence is in July. It'll be 22 years in July. So SeneGence has really given me the confidence to be me and to not be comparing myself to everyone else. There was a time when that was the case, and I was, we went through that huge growth spurt, and I started to doubt, like, oh my gosh, do I have to go back and get a job? I felt like a failure. I felt like, I'm over that age now. No one's going to listen to me. Like, I went through a huge struggle in my own life and feeling like, is that it? Am I going to be able to do this? Everyone else is doing this. And I was just stuck in comparison. And then I really started working on myself and have realized the benefit of that and the power of that inner confidence, that I'm there for a reason. And there are people who need what I have and that knowledge I've built in all these years in the company. So that's really shifted my own attitude and where I want to take it. And the women that I'm meeting, it's so exciting. I used to think, oh, I only want to work with people who want to make money in this business. But they're women who want the community and the connection. Oh my gosh, we're having so much fun and we're growing, and it's just shifted the way I look at my business, and it's taking me places I never thought I could go myself. So I want to bring other people with me. And so, yeah, I'm more excited now than ever, honestly. I'm not going anywhere.
That's great. Well, we are so excited to see where it brings you over these next couple of decades. And it's just incredible. Thank you so much for being here and continuing to be an inspiration to so many. Thanks, Katie.
Yeah, I love it. We all have the power within.
We all sure do. The power within. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you.